So I decided to be smart and play the tutorial. It's just like, uh, you know. So they made this game a bit different than Age of Wonders because obviously I was thinking, okay, I'm just last night I went and played Age of Wonders a bit, and then I come into this thinking it'll be similar enough. I'll figure it out, right? Well, it's different enough. So we'll play the tutorial and see how that goes. All right.
Commander's personal record. Vanguard LCVP-86 emerged from void space intact. Our destination is a small planet located near to the anomaly in the system. Scans are showing nothing but static from the research outpost below. The distress call we received remains the only sign of life.
There's a nice screenshot.
The void anomaly looms over the planet like a dark omen. These scientists must have been mad to study the phenomenon from this close. But it's not for me to question their motives. We're here to secure a foothold, search for any survivors, and investigate what happened. Prepare for Planetfall.
Okay, and this guy is the race of Vanguard. It's like a humanoid race. Let's see here. The Vanguard consists of rough folk with few ties to society, so the effects of long interstellar travel in cryo sleep and the resulting time dilation doesn't matter to them. Firearms weapons group, laser weapons group, deploy combat drones and turrets, use of propaganda and military force, powerful ranged units, weak melee capability. And let's see, so the world is tiny, it's Pangea. Pangea was back in our Earth history when there was all one continent. There's only 1% water and 99% of the world is land. The perks for this guy, you get assault equipment. Wow, they really detailed all this stuff, eh? This advanced training gives the following skills. Range specialist. Increases damage dealt when using ranged weapons. Alright, I like that. I like shooting people away from me. Stay away. No touchies. To use another YouTuber's phrase. Steady aim. Increases your accuracy when behind cover. The pack includes a laser rifle. Deals repeated thermal damage and basic grenades. No background, military detachment, large starting army, and that's it. Okay. Well, that looks neat, eh? Like the landing. Plunk.
Welcome, Commander. I am Ava,
Hello,
your
Ava.
autonomous integrated virtual assistant. Standard issue for every planetary governor of the Star Union.
Great.
My messages will appear when important actions are undertaken for the first time. They can be reviewed at any time in the Imperial Archives.
That's very nice of you, Ava. The icon and color will assist in early decisions by recommending certain choices to direct the development of your starting empire. See, this is the thing that disappeared on me, and I wanted that to pop back up, and it wouldn't at the end of the turn because I tried to do it in turn before I had all the objectives done. So I couldn't get to where it said, okay, you got research to do, and I don't know where the research button was, right? It was like, You pan the camera. Oh, okay, that was another thing I was trying to figure out. See, I'm used to Grim Dawn where you use the middle mouse button and you can pan. That was actually a better way of doing it rather than, see what? No time to waste, we'll be setting up, expanding inform me when our research systems are online. Yeah, that's the biome over there. Okay, so we're gonna go check that out. Yeah, I know. So I'll get some rewards if I go over there. So I kind of did the right thing. Anyway. So you can do this. You can do this with the keys, but you can't turn to face it straight up. That's weirdness. Can I do this? Does that work? No. No. See, like moving around like that with the keys is fine. That's not really, well, it is panning, but I wanted to turn it so that this is up here. You can't do that. Most games you can do that, so there's one minus to your score at a 10.
This is an army. Armies contain up to 6 units on a single hex and are used to explore the world, attack enemy armies, and defend colonies.
Okay.
To move an army, select it, and then move the cursor.
Yeah, I know that much. Not that stupid.
This is the colony interface. Under this colony, move the currently selected colony.
Leave me alone. I wanted to move this guy. There.
This is the Structure Production tab. Colony structures can be built from here to unlock new units, strengthen the economy, and bolster the colony's defenses.
Okay, I figured it out. Do this one.
Units and structures can be built in a colony by selecting the Produce option, which places them in the production queue.
So... no idea what I just did, but anyway, that's special.
Events listed in the right side of the screen are significant developments that happen during the course of a game.
Okay. Establish a colony. Alright.
The Objectives interface gives an overview of available objectives. Quests can come from NPC factions or from special sources during the campaign.
Oh, I did wake up well today. I'm kind of half out of it. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this game. Okay. So these are the ones I'm doing right now, and this one here. Explore village, find out what happened in research. Alright. So these are, alright. So then end turn.
The Task Notifier shows actions available during the current turn, as well as urgent matters that require attention.
Okay. Task notifier. Is that the task notifier? New concepts. Oh, down here. Alright. Laboratories have come online and research is now available to start researching technologies. Oh, okay, so you don't get your technology right away. Okay. Got like power things on, like putting batteries in your flashlight. Okay. For military research, nanite support, frontier. Okay.
Welcome to the Research Center, Commander. Here we allocate knowledge to rediscover the technologies of the Star Union and search for new frontiers.
It's hard to put headphones on when your right ear is itchy. Hold on a minute here. Okay, go there. So I see you got, instead of having one research branch, you got two. You got one for military and one for society. So which kind of makes sense because in most of these games you research one thing at a time, which is kind of silly because you'd have multiple things going on, right? You know, really, if you look at any government or research company or whatever, right?
Military
They're like
research
that.
concerns unit unlocks, unit mods, and military operations.
Okay. And then they're divided into 3 categories, as we see here. Okay. So this is the nanite support one they wanted me to do. Okay. Alright, so research. Alright, and then you click on society.
Society research concerns economic development, governmental policies, and espionage.
Mm-hmm. Okay. This would be kind of interesting thing to do in a multiplayer situation. Different. Here's the one they wanted me to do. This one. How far does this all go? Whoa. Whoa, look at that. Wow. Confirm movement. Press M. Okay. Ooh, trippy.
The battle has started, Commander. The defending... During a combat turn, each unit has 3 action points to spend on use. Each unit has active abilities that they can use during combat. Next to attacks, they have a guard ability, which increases the unit's defenses until the start of their next turn. Guard abilities always cost 1 action point.
What's this rotate thing? Oh, yeah, okay. Boy, this gets really into it with the rotation stuff. They're trying to be like XCOM in this sense, and honestly, shouldn't do that. Should leave it the way it was. You overcome making it complex. And if I wanted to play XCOM 2, I'd be playing it, and yeah, I actually own it. I don't like the game that much. I started playing it, and I got to a part where I never could get by, and I just, you know, it's a good thing I didn't pay for that one. I got that one from a Twitch user who's got like 300 followers and was handing out games.
Try moving your units forward to form a gun line, Commander. There are several nearby obstacles.
I'll tell you what, why don't I just make this real easy? Here's the auto combat. There we go.
A friendly unit has moved into cover. Cover protects the unit by making it harder for enemies to hit them with abilities. Cover is directional and only protects against attacks if it is between the targeted unit and the enemy.
And you can see that by, there'll be a little white like shield that'll appear by the cover, and that'll be the direction you're getting cover from. Okay, just so anyone wants to know that kind of thing.
Some units with ranged attacks can enter Overwatch. While in Overwatch mode, the unit will have a red eye icon above its head. This unit will fire its primary ranged attack at any enemy unit that moves or uses an ability on a hex within this unit's field of view.
Like right there. See, there's another guy with it. He's not doing it yet.
Most abilities that are used on enemy units have an accuracy rating, which is the chance that the
Not worried about that. Combat, I can figure that out. Jumped right
Enemy
over.
eliminated.
That looked like
units with high morale have a chance to score a critical hit when using offensive abilities. Critical hits always hit the target and deal increased damage.
nice. Another set. That's right. Get in there and get him.
Enemy annihilated.
Nice hand grenade.
Our forces are victorious. Objective completed.
Planets are divided into geographical sectors that contain natural resources or valuable remnants of the Star Union. Sectors can be settled with colonizers or annexed as provinces to existing colonies by interacting with the central sector map marker.
And I was watching ACG's kind of coverage on the game, and you don't necessarily want to colonize every place next to each other, I guess, because they expand a bit, and so this is where they want you, I guess, here to annex the sector and show you how that's going.
Sectors usually have both a climb and a terrain feature that determine their economic potential.
Sector analysis, fertile plains, okay.
To make your colonies thrive, sectors need to be annexed to colony centers. This turns them into province sectors that add income to their parent colony once they are further developed.
Over there. Okay. Ah. Okay, so I can only. What's this?
You have just annexed a sector, and it can now be exploited for one of the main resources. Ideally, the chosen exploitation type matches the terrain and climb features of the sector for future leveling potential.
Well, I need to wake up before I try these games. And I need to increase the resolution a bit. Small text. You get older, eh? I didn't need glasses for what? 48 years? Now I turn 49 and some of my eyeballs keep on me. Conspiracy theory. Anyway, when I do figure out how to do this game really good, I'm going to start with Slicer. I'm going to call a guy Pinky. Before the brain or something, you know? What are we going to do today, Pinky? We're going to take over the world. is fungal. Terrain is fertile plains. Okay, and then it shows you different these little icons here that are there. Little bonuses that you would get for doing that. Recommended for agricultural, and that's because there's 3 of these things versus say 2 stuff.
The Sector Production tab lists the structures that can be built in any of the province sectors of the colony.
I like the graphics though from up here. You can zoom in and it looks better at higher resolution. Trust me, guys. I'm just running this so that I can do it. Remember, I'm running a 7-year-old graphics card. I'm gonna add the minimum specs for this game are higher than my PC. That should tell you something. Okay? They're lying to us with the minimum spec you need for graphics cards because they want you to buy new graphics cards so that you spend money, so that they know you're a rich person, and then they can sell you DLC and patents and whatever else. What's got me further along here is having RAM. Okay. Now, mind you, I am getting bottlenecked at using the Unreal Engine, and I'll explain that. Why things take me so long is because I have 2 cores. Okay? I used to have a triple core AMD, and then I tried it, and I took it down to the store, and the cheapest, quickest thing we could get was a dual core Intel. Now, the problem there is that Unreal will actually use multiple cores when it's doing the compiling of shaders. And what that means is, I'd like to be in some of your watch some content and stuff like that all day and everything else, but while I'm doing stuff, I can't do it up on that 99% CPU. So one day when, like it's going to take me a couple months to save up for a decent enough card that I can then go another 7 years. I'm the hobbyist. I'm just going to play and have fun and people are going, well, how come you're not charging people for stuff? Well, I'm learning this stuff. I don't charge for your learning. It's nice enough that some of these guys, the pros and whatnot, have given me tutorials that I can actually learn this stuff. And if somebody wants to learn how I do this and things like that, ask away, and I'll hook you up, and then you can walk around. The more of us do this kind of thing, the more pressure it puts on the bad companies and the bad everything else to do better things, because it'll get to a point when we can all say, you know what, we don't need you, we're making our own game. Just remember that. Okay? We won't be able to lie to you about how things work either, because you'll have an idea how things are. And especially for the younger kids, you get them in. If you're a parent, you get them into this stuff, and then, they have an idea how this stuff works, right? So even if they're not going to get into it, they can't be conned and whatever else of those things do, right? So it's good to have, be that master at the one thing, but also have a little spattering of ideas of what other people do and everything else, so that you're not totally clueless and new. A good example is my dad rented a room at 2 universities, and after about 6 or 7 months he made the comment, I don't know how people that are so smart and so clueless are just so decent, because they're putting all their brain power into one field and not paying attention to absolutely anything else. And he looked at me like, we'll figure it out. That's why I like playing around. So what am I doing here? over here. Oh, there's somebody over there, eh?
Objective completed.
Okay. There's a guy over there, eh?
This is an army belonging to an NPC faction, a group of sentient beings native to this planet. NPC factions can be interacted with and will provide quests and issue demands.
Okay, so I guess that's where diplomacy comes in, eh? Well, you know, we should mod our units to make them more combat. Select your army. Inspect the unit panel below to see equip. Researchers, what? You can equip the mods gave us on our troops. Oh God, reading that sentence hurts my brain. Let me try this again. We can equip the mods Lieutenant Diane gave us on troops or your weapons commander. Please bear in mind that while the process is immediate on your weapons, modifying our troops leaves them vulnerable for a single cycle.
Objective completed.
Okay. So I do this.
This is the unit panel, where all the information on a unit can be viewed, including their active and passive abilities in the list on the left side.
Okay.
Units can have different roles in combat.
Okay. This guy can't get nothing.
Mods allow you to improve your units later in the game, and allow you to adapt your arsenal to ever-evolving threats.
Yeah. Let's set people on fire. Yeah, that's the way. Oh, wait. That's one. Okay, can I do this? Alright.
Once mods have been assigned to a unit, a new template needs to be made for the modified unit.
Oh, you know what this is like? This is like, what was that game years ago made by Sid Meier? Alpha Centauri. This is they've kind of copied this and made it newer, because when you created weapons and did things like this, and it even had a add-on called Planetfall, which makes me wonder if Paradox might not be getting into trouble here. Yeah. But that's cool. I like that. That's a good. Okay, what? Create unit template. What do I gotta do? Incinerating template name. Can I name it? Oh wait, what's this? What's that? Oh, I gotta close this. Okay. Oh. It won't let me. What? That's as much as you give for the template name? That's sad. Come on. And Tinder. Incinerating. Okay. What's this mean? As soon as mods are disabled, that's it's upgrading. Okay, so I gotta wait a turn and then it upgrades. Okay. So then I go to this guy. Right on. Alright. Okay. Stim field. Alright.
Heroes are special units that lead your armies. Commander, you are also represented as a hero on the map.
Whoa, yeah, baby. What do I want here? Oh, it did that one right away, eh? Nice. So if I do a third mod, put that pochette thing in there. Oh, it won't let me. Okay. Alright.
Huh.
Sector annexed.
Quantum-powered molecular machines are not magic, they're science. But the uncertainty principle dictates that if I explain to you exactly how it works, it'll stop working that way. So just trust me. It's not magic, it's just probabilistic, quantum state-driven subatomic machines. Stanley Strangelove, publicist, Small-Tech Enterprises.
Woohoo! Heavy laser applications. It blowed up, Jim. Void tech. It's just... Engineering course. That sounds like fun too. However, it looks like it wants me to do this one or this one, so can I click on that? Oh, I see. It's giving me these three. Ah, I see. So, can I do this one? Alright. Air cores, drone deployment, naval cores, we don't need that here. We got this done. Yep. Food development. Yum, 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 yum.
Our colonies require the means to protect themselves and a reason to stay. At the very least, it's time to invest in some good old-fashioned guns and beer. Dollar Smith, Deneb Colony Mayor.
I already did. Yeah. Nice. So we got recreational dome. Keep people happy. Right, give them beer. Have a party. Get some protectionary stuff. And we now have a colonizer. And of course I already took that because, you know, food. Okay, and then end turn. Now at the start of this turn I should have those guys' modded equipment all done. And hopefully, if that creature attacks, now I can use both those units and we can attack that spot, which is the camp. Okay. Let's do that.
engaging an army in combat. All armies adjacent to the defending army that are allied to either the defending army or the attacking army are drawn into combat as well.
42 units. Now that would be fun with this. See, this is why I like the fact that they did a space game, because all the lasers flying across would be like a little Star Wars battle, you know? It's getting to the point where we could create little mini movies with enough of these games if you make little snippets, right? Put them all together and entertain ourselves that way too. I had ideas for that. Someone was mentioning, you know, all those little clips you do there, Chronos, you could probably put them together and make a movie. I says, that's because that's the way I've designed that. Most of the times when you see special effects and sci-fi stuff, like a ship flying by, count how many seconds you see it. And then go back to my little things and go, people are going, well, make it longer. Why? You know? You don't usually see the, you know, like, it's usually at the end of a season where you'll see a big space battle and there's more than a couple of seconds of whatever going on. And that's usually done by really, really high-end machines. Anyway. Yeah. Okay, manual combat. This is the science base. I am definitely going to bring the graphics up here. It's running really, really, really well without any lag whatsoever. So, where ACG has a little higher end computer, and he usually does tests,
are some of the strongest units in any army, capable of wielding a variety of powerful weapons and even piloting vehicles. They level up as they gain experience, allowing them to unlock new abilities and buffs.
I know. Anyway, as I was saying, ACG was saying that he was having problems with some frame rates at certain resolutions and stuff. Well, there's twofold for that. The human eye, beyond 60 frames a second, really will never, unless you get your face right up to the monitor and going, I can do it, I can see it, you know. And in fact, you can actually trick the human eye as far down as, what was the lowest absolute before it doesn't look like an animated thing? But it's like 14 or 15 frames a second. Most people are used to 24 or 25. Upwards of 30 that you see in movies, okay? So anywhere from 30 to 45 or 50, and I usually like to get in that zone of 45 to 50, and I'm fine. So if a game can do that, it means it, with an old PC like this is 60 frames a second, okay? And it's doing it without any lag whatsoever. So what I'm thinking is, the next time I'll do this, I'll go up, see what I can do is I can go up to 1600 by 900 and have OBS convert it down to 720p, okay? It'll look crisper a little bit, but not much, right? But because when we bring it up bigger in our monitors, it gets blurry, right? So maybe I'll try the full HD 1920 by 1080 and see, because it seems to be okay. Now, mind you, like you see, like I can move my mouse around. There's no issues with mouse movements. There's the guys are moving. You know, you can scroll right in and have a look at them. There they are. You know. Let's go have a look at these monsters. I haven't really had a good look at these creatures. Ooh, look at that, eh? Look at him. It's like a giant, it's like a cross between a chicken and a lizard and a praying mantis. It's a praying mantis lizard creature. Chicken thing. Okay. So what I'm going to do here, I'll just do the auto battle thing here so that, you know, when it comments, I can just sit here and listen. Everyone's getting the cover, I can see that. Yeah. I can't see not winning this one just because of the fact there's so many of us. This is actually a really neat game. I mean, I gave it a bit of a hard go because at the end there, but I think I understand a little bit more now. Ooh, ooh. He spit at me. How dare you? I wooed. That's right. Uh-oh.
A unit has been staggered, causing it to lose an action point. Most melee attacks and explosives will stagger units.
He jumped on me and knocked him around silly. That's funny. This guy needs to die fast.
After the first round of combat, tactical operations can be launched by both sides. Tactical operations can be accessed using the Operations Interface button in the bottom right of the screen.
That'd be this thing, I think.
Operations available.
There. Wait a minute. Get this thing off.
Enemy neutralized.
Let's see. Send a CAS drone to assist target unit. Drone purges any negative status effects. Laser strike. Alright, we're not going to worry about that this game though. That's right. Shop smart. Shop S-smart. Come on, hit him again. Yeah, there we go. He's dead.
Enemy destroyed.
Throw a hand grenade. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, cool. See what he did? He dropped one of those, he did like an operate, that's an operation mode there, I think. Put a little turret thingy. Very interesting game so far.
Enemy destroyed. They never stood a chance. Unit.
A couple guys got wounded, but, you know. Yep. Seconds ago insulted her consultant centered on the Vortex facility nearby and fought them off or suffered heavy casualties. None on their said that our colony was burned to the ground during the assault. We were looking for all the remains of the attachment and the colony. So now we got a colony ship, or a colony vessel.
Objective completed.
Nice. Okay, new colony. Now that you have a new colonizer unit, you can found a second colony. New colony will expand your domain on this planet and increase your income and economic growth. Hint: you can found a colony by moving the colonizer onto the center of a sector and then selecting Found Vanguard Colony. Colony cannot be placed in the sector adjacent to the existing colony. In other words, we got to move away from here. Like over here. Yeah. I was about to say, because it's going over there. That's where they really want us to go. check out what it looks like in the fog of war, eh? Look at that. That is trippy. Okay. First things first. Let's move this guy over here. More of a view. Okay. I just want to have a look there too before I send something over there to its death. Kind of deal. Warning, incoming gravitronic wave in 2.2 seconds. I'll give you a little science lesson here, folks. If you ever feel or are able to see a gravitic wave, it's game over. I just wanted to say that, okay? In order to sense when two black holes crash together, it requires something that was like miles long and intersecting lasers and took them years to develop just to sense that kind of a collision. Okay? Interesting. Okay, let's get these guys mobile in here. I can go here and claim that, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Going in, it's this one? Okay, so get on there.
Landmarks are remnants of powerful star union structures. There are 3 kinds of landmarks: bronze, silver, and gold, with increasing economic value.
Okay. Can I colonize right there? No? How do I colonize? Let's see here. How do you do that? Do that right here. How do you colonize? Whatever. You go up there. Go have a look. Can't just make a new colony or what? I don't understand. Should have been paying attention. am I supposed to do here? Leave. Figure out how to colonize something here.
Operations form a
available for
flexible
priming.
toolkit that allows commanders to support military actions and steer government policies. Ops of increasing strength are unlocked through research and are listed on the left side of the operations interface. Strategic and doctrine operations need to be primed before use. The priming process takes a number of turns pending the ops cost and your available strategic operation points.
Okay. So that's the science thing there. Okay, we're starting to figure out the whatever. I still don't know how I colonize this guy. What's this? So I got 14 movement points there. Way to turn. Army morale. Guard. Now that is an operation. That's an event log. End turn. How do you colonize, man? Is there like some kind of thing I do, or what? Do I just, okay. Yeah, okay. Then we gotta wait a full turn. Yeah, that might be it too. Where is it?
Objective completed.
Still have no idea how to colonize this place.
Production ready.
Production ready. Now what? Okay. Yeah.
The Colonists tab lists details of the colony's growth and happiness. The colony's output can be fine-tuned by assigning colonists to resource slots.
Colonist tab details colonist growth and happiness. Colonist output can be fine-tuned by assigning colonists to resource slots. So these be these people. What's this? These are happy people. Right, okay. 12 out of 40. Okay, what's this? Population type. Okay, so there's our population. In turn until the next guy arrives. Okay, so we got two. Oh, I see how it works. We got two people right now making our food. 2 on our power, 1 on production, and 1 on knowledge. And what's this? Happiness. So the next guy that comes will make people happy by having him take care of people on their breaks. Okay. What's this? He's calling his name. Yeah. You'll have fun with that one too. Okay, yeah.
All rival commanders and native NPC factions you encounter on the planet are listed in the diplomacy interface, along with faction information and their relation towards you.
Okay. New colony. Found a new colony in the Minerva sector. So maybe I was supposed to bring that colony ship over there. Whoops. Is this supposed to be over here? Alright, go over here then. Oh, you wrong person. This is one of the problems of these games. Go in there? No, it won't. I have to wait now. Where's the end turn button? Just do it. Yeah, whatever. Get out of the way. Go back over here. We're over here. There we go. Alright, now what? So scroll out here so I can see what the heck I'm doing. It'd be nice if I could see the hexes on the ground here. Okay, so let's go here. A little bit of an extra. Want to keep you close, so this one go over here and turn.
Objective completed.
Now what I do is I take this guy, go up here, and there we go. Figuring it out slowly here, eh? You go one area into here, so I can have a look. So we could annex. So what I wanted to do was settle here, but it wouldn't let me put a colony there, right? So I guess I gotta do, you know, put a colony like over here somewhere in the mountains or something. I don't know. That is tricky looking clouds, isn't it? Whoa.
If properly targeted, a bullet will hit its mark at a speed impossible for humans to dodge. To increase human evasion, one needs smart defenses. Want to dodge a bullet? Obtain a detector capable of triggering ballistic shields preemptively. Mr. Bowman, developer, CenturyLink Security Systems.
Interesting.
Food is a governing tool. Just as fuel is essential to power a machine, food is the ruling principle of happy, strong, and productive colonists. Tony Rubio Strong, Manpower and Machine Motivational Consulting.
Oh, really? So let's see here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take him over to, let's see, we'll go here. So he'll be a while before he gets there. And it makes roads too, which is kind of cool. Okay.
Colony established.
Nice. Let's have a look at it. See, the Kronos Tower. You make those in every city from now on. You want to stay in a hotel? You'll be in the Kronos Hotel. Lady. I think what we'll do, because of Doria right there, we're going to go over here. Hang out there for a while, okay? Set production on Doria. Okay, don't worry about that. Ooh, look at this. And it was for agricultural, so what I want to do is, provides extra power. There we go. No sectors annexed. Okay. I'm starting to get a little more hang of things. The connection to the Void Tech facility established. Running analysis of the Void anomaly. Or what are your findings? The Void anomaly has started to expand exponentially. There is a 99.07% chance that the planet will be consumed by the anomaly within the next 3 cycles. We should leave. Yeah, really, eh? Back up the data facility and everyone get evacuated. There's no time to waste. Planet escape vectors calculated. Caution, deep void services is 33.1% chance of catastrophic failure during the gravity well escape. Safety margins need to be overridden before a course can be locked in. So how was it? 100%. Dive, stay. Lock in the escape vectors to get you out of this stuff. There we go. So that's the tutorial. Okay, now I got a really decent, idea on how to do that. Cool. Now, what I'm going to do is in the next playthrough, I'll just continue this to the campaign. So that's kind of a neat startup.